Well, he lined up in Philly and had a little help.
Yeah, no kidding, big fella. Thank you. We had that was cool.
Yeah, we had a few.
Ash, Carcelo, yourself. Prong wasn't fighting, but he was fighting with his elbows.
Oh,
yeah, he was. Yeah,
he could have been in the box every shift.
I know.
He had those refs. They were afraid to call a penalty on him.
What a team! That was a
great year.
That was a fun team.
Yeah,
that was awesome. I look like Florida
what a ride
right now.
Was.
It's you look at Florida. They came in at the last push. They were 1 point in, like we were. We had to play that last game against the Rangers to get in a shootout with the G and Danny doing their things, and got into you get the momentum of fighting. That's why I was confident with our team in Lehigh. We were fighting. We were in the playoff mode for a month and a half, so I thought we're.
Coming at the right time,
and we did first game and second overtime. So that was our team in 2010. We had Richie, Carter, all those great players, and Chemo was great. Artsy was great. Artsy was tough too. We were a tough team to play against.
Yeah,
sure. We've talked about it a lot. It's probably my favorite year ever in hockey. But like you said, I mean, the late great Ray Emery. It's too bad he got hurt.
Tough, he was probably the toughest
of everybody. Say, right?
Oh my God!
What a guy! How about the Washington game when we took over? That was the first or second game Chief took over. Then?
Yeah, and we were getting smoked. And next thing you know,
I know. Me and Chief are looking this way. There's a scrum there, and all of a sudden you see Ray skating by. Where is he? And everybody thought Chief sent him. Nobody needed to.
No, you didn't send Ray.
You didn't have to. He had enough.
He was foaming at the mouth.
But man, he was awesome. It's too bad he ended up.
No kidding, his hips. He would have been.
Yeah, man, and the fact that he even came back and played,
right.
Was the percentages weren't great because they had to take bone out of parts.
But that's who he was. Tough man.
That's who he was. Speaking of him, one of the funniest things I remember is that year.
Oh, I know exactly where you're going.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
So we're sitting in the room. I think I told this a little while ago. For some reason, it came up. But anyway, quickly, it was funny because Lappy, they're playing cards, and we were going on the road. So Ray's packing his stuff. He's already out of his gear, and he's walking out of the room, and all the boys are just getting undressed. And so he's saying something, and he goes, "Oh yeah, Ray, don't forget to bring that 15 hundo you owe me from the card game." And Razor goes, "Yeah, hang on, Lappy, I'll just grab it out of my ashtray." And he went from this high, I got you.
That was funny. That was Ray, though. He probably had that in his Louis Vuitton little purse there.
I was telling that he used to cash my expense checks for the road. I would just be like, "Is the bank open?" He'd be like, "What do you need here?" He lost that thing twice with me. When we were,
well, because he'd prop it up at the bar every time.
Well,
and just
leave
it and go dance.
We called it the football. Me and Harry used to call it football. Why don't you just let us hold it? Because it's going to end up gone.
No,
I'm good.
They're in my basement.
You got them?
Yeah, I got them.
I'm glad somebody got them. No, but that team, like you said, Lappy, and
Lappy was the perfect coach for that team.
He was.
Like I told you guys, I learned a lot from coaches. Lappy was one of those guys, too. He was... well-spoken, well-prepared, nothing, he was, I like his system, offensively, you want guys to be creative, go side to side in the offensive zone. Hell of a coach, and his speeches were unbelievable.
Yeah, right.
I always tell people, they ask me, I'm like, I don't know if he ever had the same one, and they were always good.
Yeah. And you knew it came from a good place.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like something you saw on YouTube, maybe I'll say that. It came from his guts, know, and other than the Dry Island, everything was smooth.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about
That's
that.
Come up
you put your name up there?
I wasn't drinking at the time. Oh, okay. Seriously, sorry, boys. And
sorry, boys. He's a
that was an easy one for me. I caught up with coaching, though. Coaching will get you drinking.
Back on the wagon.
The wine starts going a little bit.
The Pinot Grigio, let's go. But no, as a player, I go back to what are you willing to do, what the guy next to you is not willing to do. And that was one of those. I'll have plenty of time to have wine when I'm done, and that's what I did.
Well, I have never seen, we were talking about this earlier, Riley and I, before you got here, I've never seen a person have as much impact on a city as you did, because you played 1 year here. I bet you people think you played 6-7 years here.
It seems like.
You know what I mean? Because you had the biggest impact, and you still do. going back to
Eat
the
2 bucks in the face with
yeah.
You're winning awards after
winning
you start
awards.
playing.
I know. A year after, okay, I'll take it.
But you know how Philly is such a blue collar city.
Now, see, it's funny you said that. I say that, like, I play in great cities. Trust me, for me, and Rouse was the same. Like, just to wear an NHL jersey,
Right.
that was my dream. I was a little guy growing up in Montreal, wanted to play for Montreal Canadiens, wanted to play in the NHL. But I said, like, if I could turn a time back time, to play in Philly, all my career, or most of my career, would have been a dream of mine.
Yeah.
Like, like I've been in the West Coast, like I play in LA, Colorado, like mostly in the West Coast for my 17 years career. But if I had a chance to do it my way, wearing the orange and black, most of my career would have been a dream of mine.
Well, you fit in perfectly. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get here sooner because I even remember when they signed you, like thinking, "Oh, this is fucking great." And I didn't even know you yet, and then I met you, and I'm like, "Fuck, maybe not." No, but seriously, like you talked about eating those pucks, but like. Man, like you took the one at home. I think it was Pominville.
Yeah,
hit you.
Friend of mine.
And you come back, and I think guys are like, "Holy shit, man!" Like you come back and play in the third period, and then the that was scary, obviously, but man, the one in New Jersey in the playoffs, God, that was scary because it's so close.
I didn't trust Bush. He's in that. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna stop that
just put my face in front of this.
I know we're up 4-1, but he won't stop it.
Your dad at the back of your mind, right? It's like just doing something that the guy next to you won't do. It's like a poker face.
Yeah. Maybe not with my face. I feel like that Martin got saw me slide the last second and he got scared. Tried to put it in the corner. He put it in my eye. I'm just about again. That was scary because I thought I lost my eye. It went dark and when like I had that ringing in my really loud ringing in my ear and I couldn't see anything. That was my biggest thing. That's why I was asking Jimmy, "Can you see my eyeball?"
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And but looking back, I'm just thankful I got both of my eyes.
Yeah,
You're so
it was
lucky, man.
it was right here, like a little bit lower. I lose my eye, but again, I'd do it again. That's the way I play. That's the way I love to play. I like to do. I couldn't score 50. I couldn't score 20. I scored 3 that year. I remember every 3 of them. But I was doing the little things
that
you did
a lot.
You did the big thing that people sometimes don't give credit to guys. Fight the guys that you fought, Rouse. It's something that I can't even put my mind there. Like, you were twice the size you are now, but still you weren't a big guy for the guys you fought. But so you did the little thing. You did your little thing, which I think is a big thing. I did my little thing, and that's why I feel like that team was special because everybody was willing to do. You didn't play every night, but when you played, you knew your job. You knew what to do. You knew what to go after or whatever you had to go after. Yeah. So that's why that team was special because we all knew our job. We knew Richie, Carter, Hartsey, Danny B, G would take care of the offense. We'll do our job. Powsy, myself, Betsy, all those guys, we took pride of doing that. And I feel as a coach, that's my job to make sure my players know their role and not only know their role, take pride and embrace that role and feel part as big as the guy who scored 3 goals a night.
Totally.
You need those guys to feel as important as that guy. And I think in today's world, more than ever, that's the coach's job to do.
Yeah, no, I agree. And then we mentioned Ray Emery, but like Michael Layton, right? I mean, it's like a
Step
huge
up.
He
He was
step
our
up
third
and
goalie.
exactly like the way the season had gone.
We
with
got him
goalies.
on waivers.
Yeah, I think
from
so.
Carolina or something like that.
I mean, I can't remember how the cycle
Lace
happened.
was great, and without him, we're not there, boys. Like, I know everybody talks about the goal 5-0, but at the end of the day, he made saves in that series and in the series to get there.
Well, how about the Montreal series? He had 3 shutouts.
I know.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it was like, you're right. It took everyone.
For sure.
All of you guys.
And that's why that team was special.
Yeah.
We lost in Game 6 to a better team. Got to give them credit. But at the end of the day, it was my last year. But I really enjoyed. Like if I could pick a way without winning the cup, a way to go out, that'd be the team I'd pick, and I'm glad I did.